Without further ado, it's time to start running!
Let's do it live from the City of Angels! It's Thursday night! Here comes the Running Man!
Did I dream? You dreamed about me, did I dream?
Digging this track up again. One of my favorites from the rave scene back in the early 90s. It's Messiah's Temple of Dreams, featuring that Richard Dawson Running Man sample. Perfect for tonight.
Running!
Yeah! And this is the extent of my excitement tonight because, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of those streams where I'm going to go off. It's going to be savage this evening live, late here in Los Angeles. Get ready. Let's check out the out of theater reaction, my face, as we get into tonight's MMTE of the Running Man. Here it is. This is all you really need to know. But stick around because it's going to be entertaining. The Running Man is a cringy, chaotic shit show. Your Razzies heavyweight has entered the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. The MMTE of the Running Man starts now.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion!
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man. The Running Man.
And that's what I was thinking throughout this entire movie. Did you hear that line from Amelia Jones, who is horrendous in this film? What are we doing here? What is happening? That is me throughout this film. That is easily one of the worst films of the year. Now, before I savage it, I need to start with at least one positive, okay? I know it's hard to extract one thing from a film that was pure torture tonight at AMC Burbank in IMAX. But I will give credit to the initial world building of setting up this futuristic game show where societies collapse. The same thing that we saw right from the original 87 version with Schwarzenegger. Only this time, you don't have someone who was a former cop who the government turned on and then threw into the game. You have a guy who's down on his luck, and he wants to make some money for his sick kid, which, to my knowledge, feeds into the original Stephen King story of The Running Man. So that's okay. If you want to do that, and that's what Edgar Wright wanted to do with this film, is do a more accurate to that story. But the problem is, the 87 twist is better than the version we get here in 2025. But it's not just that. That's just a little thing. This is a chaotic mess, especially as it wears on. You think that you've seen just about everything, and then Edgar Wright goes, let's keep going, and smash your head into the pavement for 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is the wrong director. This film should be directed by David Leitch, right? Look at A Bullet Train. Much more fun with that film. And if you didn't like Bullet Train, you're going to hate Running Man. But Edgar Wright's not the guy. He's doing the Baby Driver stuff. He's doing the edits. He's doing the old music. It doesn't work. This is an apocalyptic film. Society on the brink. Oh, hell, it already has collapsed. The government's issued new dollars. And yet we're going back with old tracks, and Edgar Wright's playing with the tricks that he did in the past. He's wrong. This is the wrong fit. And I think Paramount knew it, because as this film wears on, you get the feel that this isn't even his film anymore. The end of this Running Man version tonight is proof of a studio compressing the end and throwing all this shit in the last like 5 minutes to try to get some semblance of a closure to the film. And you're just looking at it going, what's happening? Because the studio had to know this film is not working. I haven't even mentioned the cringy dialogue. Stuff that these characters are saying. What? One of my favorites that you guys will really love, right? This is why people adore Hollywood. When you have stuff like this, one of the other contestants in The Running Man gets roasted by some flamethrowers by two little kids, right? Okay, fine. Whatever. But then Coleman Domingo, the host, full wattage host, not as good as Richard Dawson. No way. No chance. But he says to the kids, hey guys, you win a lifetime supply of Fun Twinks cereal. What? What was that? And in case you missed it, at the end of the film, we get the wife buying Fun Twinks cereal at the grocery store. Yeah. How do you think that's going to go over with the right anti-woke crowd, right? I'm just saying, Hollywood, you're setting yourself up for this shit when you do that stuff, okay? I just roll my eyes and go, this is cringy as hell. It doesn't offend me. I just know it's going to offend people, and there becomes a narrative, and then this thing goes even further south than it already has with the actual film that you're watching, right? The narrative gets tacked on, and then it's truly DOA, which this film is. This is over $100 million film. And it could open at like $20 million. We'll talk about that in a minute. Amelia Jones. Remember her from Coda? Best Actress nominee, correct? I believe she was, wasn't she? I mean, let's not even get into Coda. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to tell you that Amelia Jones's agent, who got her this job, she needs to fire. This was... holy fuck. When she starts into her thing in the car, I can't believe Edgar didn't say, honey, down. You're out of control. She's hysterical, crying. And the audience is laughing. It's bad. It's one of the worst performances I've seen. And cringy along with that dialogue. It's also, as I mentioned, hella overlong. What's going on? Why does it have to be 2 hours and 15 minutes? The original was like 140. Why is it 2:15? Edgar Wright, you are banished to the island of punished directors tonight. And you're going to be there for a while, brother. It's not going to be 6 months or a year. This is like a multi-year infraction, and there's no getting off of the island. You're staying there, and I would advise you to never discuss The Running Man again. And to you, Glenn Powell, I've saved you for last because you're the new it man in Hollywood. You better watch what projects you pick, because you, my friend, are not going to last long if you make films as bad as The Running Man. MMT score tonight, 20%. That's a thumbs down. And I don't even want to get into all the people who gave this film early praise, because, again, it's happened. The shills who are tied into the studios tell you that this is a blast, and nothing could be further from the truth. Another hellaciously disappointing film in 2025. Let's do the seat check, and then I will get to some comments, and maybe we'll watch a trailer. It's going to be a tight stream tonight. It's late. I had to wait till 7 o'clock for this thing to start because Paramount didn't want to show anyone the film early because they knew it's bad. So they didn't want anyone to come out and say, this is terrible, like me tonight. Now it's 1:30 in the morning on the East Coast because we do these live. Because we're the gold standard, damn it. This is the 10:40 screening of The Running Man IMAX. Same theater I was just in moments ago. And only the middle sold, but it's late. I mean, I can't. Listen, my screening was pretty packed. Even though the picture that you see here of me looks like it's empty because everyone had already left. And I said, I'll take the picture now because I don't need my boy, Strange Loser Harbors, telling me I'm taking pictures in the full movie theater again with the movie still going on. That's actually not why. It's because the lighting was crap in the back, and I said, I got to wait till at least the lights come up because you can't even see my face. That's why. I don't care about Strange Harbors. Do you think that I've lost 1 second of sleep thinking about that fucking clown? I can help you with that. The answer is none. 0 minutes. Because that guy is the biggest ass in the universe when it comes to film Twitter. And that's a pretty big universe of asses, right? Yeah. All right, guys. That was fun tonight. Did you like that? I think that was one of my favorite evaluations because we did everything in like 12 minutes. That's really good. You know, I don't think I get enough credit from you guys for how great. When I'm good, I'm not just good, I'm great. Nobody's better. Not Stuckman, not Johns. Definitely not Grace Randolph. Nobody. And they're not even doing it live. They're taping it and editing it 100,000 times. Not me. This shit's live, live, live. MMT projector is going to be $20 million on this, which again, at $120 million price tag, can you say bomb? I knew you could. Let's see if anyone else saw this lovely film here tonight. I do want to drag some critics. I'll get to a couple comments. I'm going to drag a couple. Powell, the prince of remakes and sequels. Well, he's limited, right? He does the same thing throughout this entire film. Grits his teeth. I'm going to come back and I'm going to get you, right? He's doing almost like a Brad Pitt thing with his mouth. I mean, I like him. He's got charisma. He seems like a cool guy. I've talked to him. He sat at my table at Critics' Choice one year before he was a big deal. I don't dislike you, Glenn. You seem like a good dude. But this is not a great film. And, you know, truth be told, Edgar Wright, Running Man remake, I might have said go ahead and try it. But here's where I would have said no. I would have said look at the script. Right? That's the thing. How is this at 65%? What the hell's going on here, man? God, these people are terrible. Good. Rotten. There's two. These two people got it right. Fresh, rotten. The Film Yap. Manola Dargis gave it a fresh. Oh, no. She's one of our proof critics. Manola, you've really screwed up this time. Yeah, no. This is not a good film. And, again, back to the direction. Wright has this whole scene where Glenn Powell's in the trunk and the car drives off and we hear the conversation of bullets and he's in the trunk, right? Very Baby Driver-y. And then the bullets fly and then all of a sudden the trunk comes open and he's shooting. It's such a fucking chaotic mess of edits and just, wow, right? Again, Edgar Wright, dude, like go into hiding for a while. Hold on, you know what I want to do? I do want to drag, hold on, let me see if I can find Paramount on Instagram, because I want to drag all the people who were the early people, right? Remember, we dragged the girl who's a Glenn Powell obsessed fan. We dragged her the other night. I didn't finish with everybody else in that film. Let me see who else I can get where they all said it's the best movie ever. Hold on. It was an ad, but I don't see, hold on, I'm on the thing here. Where was hold on, I know what I can do. I can go, it's got to be on the Twitter feed. Hold on. Let me go here. Listen, we already did the review. Let me just hunt around for the Paramount Twitter account so I can see if we can find who was saying this is great other than Rachel Leishman, who we already dragged. Okay, it was an ad. Damn it, where is it when I need it? It's all Glenn Powell shit. Where's the ad with all of the pull quotes? It's not here. Oh, hold on. No, that's not it. No. Damn it. I want to drag those people tonight. I'm in the mood. I'm fresh off the review. Here we go. Here's some right here. We have, oh God, Juan, the award season expert's back. Holy shit, this guy. Who is this? Who is Juan? Someone find out who Juan is. I want to have a stern word with him. The award season expert. My ass, the awards ace is here, bitch. You're nobody. I'm the fucking awards ace. Who do you think you are calling yourself the award season expert, bruh? Ain't nothing like that. You ain't no one. No one knows who you are. This space is full of people like this. They just slap a Burger King crown on and I'm king of the world. You have a crown from a fast food restaurant. Yeah, I'm on a mood tonight. I'm in one. Because this is what we get. The Running Man rocks. It's Glenn Powell's best work yet. Film's incredibly intense, hilariously smart, ideologically current with today's world. AI. Hey, how you doing, Juan, you AI creation? Who else? Josh Olson. I had such a great time. Isn't Josh Olson a writer? Hold on. Let's find him. Hold on. I believe he's a writer. Let's look him up real quickly. Remember, let's just real quickly. I had such a great time at Running Man last week. He took Stephen King's novel and supercharged it. Psyched to see this thing hit. Not going to hit Josh. Let's find out if I'm pretty sure Josh Olson is a writer. Let me check, because I think we've had him before, and I had to drag him. Let's see if I can find him. I'm pretty sure I've gotten into it with him because he's a shill for the industry. Olsen. Hold on. Olsen. Is it Olsen? Olson. Hold on. I thought it was O-N. Ian. Where is he? Where did he block me? No, fuck. You guys see it here? Let's look him up. Joshua Olson. Hold on. This is what you get. It's live. I'll do what I want. My channel. At Joshua Olson. Hold on. There. Is this him? Can't tell. No, that's not him. He must have blocked me. Can someone find him and send it to me in the comments? Joshua. Whatever. I'm pretty sure he's a writer. There's also a producer guy. Ben something rather. Ben. Help me out, you guys can know. He's a director, writer, producer, and he shills for everything. Ben. Hey, Ben, you're a fucking shill in Hollywood. You work in Hollywood. You are a shill. Don't come at me if you don't like that. That's who you are. Do not ever come into my space, to the objective king of this space, and have a problem with me calling you a shill when you direct films in this town And of course you're going to say it's good because you want to get a paycheck from that studio who's going to hire you next. So don't you dare come into my world and talk shit about what I do because I am the objective king. You are a shill. You're a nobody director that I don't even think anyone knows anything you've done. I've been waiting for that because like one time you came after me, boy, and let me just explain something to you. You have no credibility. Don't forget that. I'm so tired of these people in this space that have no credentials. They have no fucking self-respect. I'm done with this shit tonight. And I don't want to hear there's different opinions. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. No one's better. And I'm done playing with this space full of people like the one tweet's going around now where you've got, oh, it's the greatest movie ever made because I've got a 22-year-old who's never seen more than 15 movies in her life, and now we're using her for pull quotes because that's how far film criticism has dropped. We're using directors. We're using random people who just started a website who've not done this for any length of time. They have no credentials, none. And I've got focus features quoting them the greatest movie of all time. I've had it. You should too. But Weber's the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the hero fighting to save this shit from the shills and the Hollywood-connected people that are looking out for their director buddies' backs. And you listen to them, and you stand for them, and you don't call them out. I don't need the backup, but it wouldn't be bad if someone else at least attempted to do it. Oh, it's not nice to criticize. You're going to hurt someone's feelings. Here's the quote. Listen, after this shit tonight, sitting through The Running Man, I'm going to just continue for a few minutes. Here's the quote from, are you ready for this website? The Rolling Tape. What? What are you, the Rolling Tape? We don't even shoot things on tape anymore. That's like going back to camcorders and shit. What are you doing, the Rolling Tape? Is this a measuring site? Is Home Depot? Is this Lowe's? What the fuck is happening? Not just the best picture of the year, the best film ever made. Sent out by Focus Features. Have I mentioned that Focus doesn't invite me to anything anymore? Good, Focus. That allows me to drag your asses into the gutter for this crap. Someone should be fired for this. This is completely unforgivable. Who is over at Focus? Some 22-year-old. What is up with Gen Z? I'm sorry, it is all Gen Z. You know I'm right. These kids, what's wrong with them, man? They're not, they think they can do anything. We can just say whatever we want. Oh, I don't even have to have any credentials. I've been doing it for a month, but I'm a new voice. Also, can I just make sure one thing's very clear? I don't care what your orientation is in relation to the value of your voice. Does it matter what I'm saying tonight if I'm heterosexual or homosexual? Does it matter tonight that what I'm saying if I'm a white man or a black man? Hell no, it doesn't. But I've been told that people in the space, we've got to listen to marginalized voices. No, what we're going to listen to is talented voices. You don't get to wear that as a sash. Oh, I'm marginalized, therefore you must listen to me. No, you're going to prove yourself like everybody else. That's how my generation was raised. We didn't get things handed to us. We didn't all of a sudden show up and say, look at me. I've been doing this going all the way back to 2011 when I had a weekly show on a regional cable network. True. It was regional cable. When people still watch cable. Every Thursday night, the final cut. I did that. I've been doing this longer than you've been alive, some of you who are issuing these quotes. We don't hold people accountable. Forget politics. Yeah, whatever, right? That's a whole nother level. We don't hold these people accountable. Where are you dragging the person who wrote this? Oh, well, maybe that's how they felt. What is that even about mindset? Can you imagine that? Well, maybe that's how they felt. You don't know. Maybe that's how. It's just such a bamby-pamby wussy way to think. No. You haven't seen every movie. I would never say this, and I've seen more movies than the rolling tape. I don't even know where we just went. I was just literally on one right there. That was some hellfire right there. Because you don't understand what it's like to exist in a space where I've got to listen to these people who don't deserve to have their voice heard. I'll just say it like that. They don't. You don't just get to get your voice heard. You have to earn it. You've got to earn it. You got to show me over years that you know what you're talking about, that you have done this, that you have a track record. You don't have one. So why am I listening to you? If I'd been doing this for a month and I was saying some of the things I'd say, you guys would be like, man, I don't know. I've earned the right to say this shit. I've earned it. You haven't. That's the difference. But tomorrow, it'll be, oh, Weber, listen to him. He's so toxic. He's the worst. Why's he got to be like that? Why's he got to be so vicious? Why's he got to be so opinionated? Too bad. We need more of that. Not less. I'm the bad guy. All right, let's watch a trailer. Let's watch a quick Mario Brothers trailer to chill me out for a second. Oh, God, that was fun. It's what you get. It's live. If you asked me to do that again, I couldn't. It's just, it is what it is. It happens when it happens. And, everything was valid. Sorry, it is. Let's find, where's the Mario? Here it is. Mario Brothers trailer. Am I excited for Mario Brothers? If it's like the first one, I can answer that. No. The first one was not good. The first one was not exciting. Okay? So, I don't know. It wasn't funny either. Right? Like a Lord Miller movie.
If
I gotta
someone
sit through an
demands
ad.
payment with a gift card, it's a scam.
I don't even know what it's for, but we're stopping. Okay, here it is. So just quickly for me on Super Mario, the first one. Not funny, not clever. The song, Peaches, not good. So I don't care if it made over $1 billion. If you put it up against anything Lord Miller's ever done in animated space, or frankly anything they've ever done, it's not even like same realm. They would kill it. Lego Movie is 1,000,000 times the film Super Mario is. Let's make sure that's clear as we get ready to watch, and I stop as necessary. This is the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer number 1.
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up.
I mean, maybe that's funnier than anything. Wait, was Illumination the first one? Was it? I don't remember. Maybe. Yeah, I think it was. I'm sorry. Like I said, the first one didn't do much for me. But I'm not 8 years old either.
Clean up the paint. Boodle-doo, boodle-doo. and also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go.
This is like the whole scene, right? This is one of these trailers.
Hey, Luigi. What's up, Mario? Behold, I made a masterpiece from...
I feel like I'm not doing this proper, right? If you go watch people who watch trailers, oh my God, look at the background. There's that character. Holy shit. Oh my God, look. It's accurate to the book. It's so much like the real thing.
What do you think?
Love the colors.
Oh my God, look at the back.
It's trash.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'm going to start doing more of that during these trailer reactions. I'll do the fake version and the real version. The fake version, and then I'll just alternate between the two.
I'll burn the skin off your bones. Oh my God.
Is there an Easter egg in the back? Oh my God, look at the back. There's a color that I haven't seen in a movie before. Look over there.
Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking.
I'm a minute in. I'm not watching any more of this shit. I'm done. I'm not sorry. I'm not. To prove that I don't give a shit about views. This would easily be something I throw up and hey, we got views. I don't care. I'm not watching this shit. I don't want to watch it. This is not funny. This is not what I want to do. I'm done with it. What is it here? Did I get it right, Flo? Hold on, let's go back and look. Hold on, let's find if I can find it. Joshua, am I right? Is he a writer? I'll take it all back if I was wrong, but I have a pretty good memory. Hold on, let's look. Let's look. Joshua R. Olson, that's what I missed. Hold on, everybody. If you're just joining me, you're like, what's whoever do? Just whatever, it's my channel. Here it is. Oh, he blocked me or something. Damn it! Why can someone, how do I go in and find him? Look, are you sure he's still there? Hold on, can you guys see it? I can't get in and see him. Hold on, let me search it here. He's got to have me blocked. That sucks. Listen, I block people. Hold on, John. It doesn't have the post. Just tell me, listen, guys, do me a favor. Is he a writer? I can't look. Just tell me, is Joshua Olson a writer in this town? Someone answer me, please. Go look, because I can't. Tell me right now, yes or no. Is he a writer? Because if he is, then everything I said is right. Because remember, if you are in this town and you are saying something is great and you work as a director, writer, actor, your words have no value. None. There we go. Exactly. Screenwriter. This is what I said, Alex. Thank you. I got into it with him because for the exact same thing. I remember now. I have to go through my tweets. He was praising something, and I called him out and said, if you're going to praise things, you have to destroy them too. You cannot just say everything's great. He's like, well, in this town, I go, no. I called him out, and then he blocked me. Joshua, one more time for you, because you got to hear this, and cut it and send it to Josh. Josh, you're a shill. Save your words. They have zero value. And also write something, in the last 10 years that we've watched, because History of Violence is at least 10 years old. So, right? It may be 15. Write something that we know from now instead of spending time on Twitter glazing Paramount trying to get another job, Josh. Why don't you write something that is better than The Running Man? Shouldn't take much. Honestly, I have faith that you can do that, Josh. But, yeah, of course. Well, 20. I say they 10. I was thinking 15. That's how time flies. It is a good film. It's a very good film. I would agree, Alex. But this is what we deal with, right? When we get people like that Josh saying it's great, and the other guy, Ben, and Rachel Leishman, who is... Let's check in on Rachel Leishman, everybody. Let's see if she said anything about Glenn Powell today. What do you guys think? Do you think she has? Yes or no? Do you think Rachel Leishman has said anything about Glenn Powell today? Remember, we said she's kind of like a stalker. Do you guys want to see? Let's find out. Yes or no? Take bets. I've not looked. Everybody come in right now. Did she or did she not say anything about Glenn Powell today? Because if she did, then we're going, exactly, Sham. That's exactly what's happening. He's milking it. It's like, it'd be like if I made a movie 20 years ago that was good and hadn't made anything good in 20 years. Of course, you're going to talk about the one from 20 years ago. Let's find out if Rachel Leishman said anything about him today. Let's see. Brie Larson, no. There it is. 1 hour ago. Oh, my God. You guys owe me money. I want a super chat right now. You have to pay the bet. You pay the bet, you pay the man. The man called it. I said, will Rachel Leishman tweet about Glenn Powell sometime today? An hour ago. Glenn Powell dressed up as a priest doing an Irish accent. They're in the movie. Bad. He does like this goofy kind of Mission Impossible. I'm going to put on disguises, right? That whole thing. Hold on. That's one. Let's see if we got more than two. There's one. That's an hour ago. There's got to be, there's like at least one or two. Here's Running Man. I've seen it 4 times. I'm going to convince my family to go at Thanksgiving. Good luck to you. There it is. Why is Glenn Powell posting like a dead wife in a movie? All these pictures. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is good. This is good. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Because I got it right. I nailed it. Would she do that? Someone wants me to check Soups. What did Soups do? Did Soups say this is a great film? We'll watch him real quick. I mean, why not? I'm not watching Super Mario. What's his name? Matt Ramos, right? Matt Ramos. Hold on. Let's find out what he had to say about this. I don't see him. Oh, here he is. Here he is. The real Soups. This guy, see, this is why I always want, this is when I say I'm done. Whenever I look at someone like a Matt Ramos, who is the shilliest of shills, and this guy has how many billions of people that watches, I don't know, billions, but a lot of people watch his stuff. Not me. Weber's going to be the Riddler on the Batman, but the channel, right? Remember the Batman? If you haven't seen it, at the end, the reveal, the Riddler has a channel and there's like 10 people watching. That's me. But at least I admit it and I own it. I don't want to change that. I don't want to be Matt Ramos and some big famous superstar, because then that'd be my credibility is gone. And I have more than enough credibility, right? Come on. Who has more? Nobody. All right. Where is it? Why did you say Ramos? Did he do something? Everything I see here is Batman. When did he say? Hold on. I have to go back. How many days do I have to go back? I don't see anything about the movie, although he'd be perfect because he did say, remember, he did say that Gladiator 2 was the greatest movie ever made, and that's Paramount. So Paramount loves him. So hold on, Running Man. Hold on. I think it's here. Oh, here. Okay, here we go. We're on to one thing. There is Matt Ramos. He is with Glenn Powell and Coleman Domingo. And I think you get the real scope of how short Matt Ramos is in this picture, because Glenn Powell's not that tall. So Ramos is like 5'2". I'm something like that. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying that I'm just pointing it out. If I were 5'2", you don't think people come after me? They'd say Weber's 5'2". I just had a guy the other day go, "You're in your 50s and you wear soccer jerseys." I am of my age and I'm beating your ass into the ground every day. I got a 6-pack for days and the ladies love me. You don't know how that works, buddy. That's how it works in my world. I turn down more tail than you'll ever see, rando Twitter Zach guy. So don't ever forget that. Me at age X destroys you who hides behind a shield of anonymity. Because you aren't even a real man or whatever you are. God knows what. Exactly. Don't come after the ace. The ace has it up his sleeve, baby. Forgive me for that. Matt Ramos. Let's see. Oh, there's a new episode of the Matt Ramos show every Friday. Should we watch a couple seconds of it so you guys can see? Well, fine. I'll see if he talked about that. Let's see. Hold on. Don't get angry with me, because this is my time at this point. Soups. Hold on. Soups. Here he is. Let's find out if he. The Real Soups. First of all, The Real Soups. Oh, shit. The Real Soups is destroying us in subscribers. He has 253,000 subscribers. Now, that said, he has 2,000 views. That's horrible. He has 2,000 views for one of his live shows. For 250,000 views, that's terrible. I have 500 plus views on my videos with 3,000 subscribers. So that's a great return rate, right? That's a terrible return rate. He has some that are big, but it's all like trailer reaction. Trailer reactions get you views because people want to watch you react to the trailer and act like a goof like him. All right, do we want to watch some of this or not? 3 weeks ago, 7 days ago, trailer reaction. Welcome to the Soup Show. Do we want to watch a second of that?
What if you can create your own
Let's
website
watch a
by
second of
saying,
Welcome
"This
to
is
the
what I
Soup
want."
Show.
With Wix, you can.
See what this is all about.
Welcome to the Soup Show.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Soups channel. My name is Matt Soups Ramos, and on this channel, I aim to entertain, inform, and inspire.
How fast does he talk? I mean, I talk fast, but I feel like I can't even understand. One more time. Let's listen to that one more time. Sorry, it's really long.
Welcome to the Soup Show.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know we had to sit through that again. Oh, by the way, his aim is to entertain, inform, and inspire. My aim is to criticize, destroy, and hold and call into account those who deserve it. I think I have a better mission. And hopefully entertain. And sort of inform, but definitely not to inspire.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Soups channel. My name is Matt Soups Ramos, and on this channel, I aim to entertain, inform, and inspire using this topic of discussion as always, which is...
Wait, what did he just say there? Fucking A, that's so... What did he say? Can you guys help me? Let's turn on this cap. Let's turn on the captions. Here we go.
Welcome to the Soup Show.
Okay, welcome to the soup. Hold on. I'm going to hit pause and we can see if we can decipher this shit.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yo, what's...
Welcome back to the Soups
Welcome back to...
channel. My name is Matt Soups Ramos, and on this channel, I aim to entertain, inform, and inspire using this topic of discussion as always.
Using the top... Okay, it apparently says using the topic of discussion.
Which is superheroes. So as you guys can see, today is a jam-packed episode, and that's because today is episode 1 of the Soups Show.
Okay, just first of all, can we just pause for a second? I just want to go back. Listen, this is live, but we just watched that, right? The beginning of his channel. Now remember, 250,000 subscribers, okay? So here's what I'm going to ask you. I'm going to just quickly re-rack the beginning. Hold on. I'm re-racking the beginning. Now listen, I'm going to hit pause. And then we're going to judge who's better. One more time, just as Ramos versus me. Here he comes. Let's listen to it one more time. I promise. Here it is.
It's going to be a complete revamp of this channel because, to be honest...
Oh, my God. What just happened? I think I just lost everything.
I haven't been as consistent as I want to be over here on YouTube.
Okay, that's it. Let's pause. Here comes me. Ready? Back to me. This is the beginning of my show tonight. If you're just joining us, this was me when we started an hour ago or so. Here we go. Okay. Hold on. I don't have it up. My bad. Hey, nice. Here. Hold on. Comes the Running Man. Now, which is better? What
Taking
you're watching
track up again.
the re-rack of from about 30 minutes ago, or what we just let's go back to
of Dreams.
let's go back to Matt Ramos again. And here he is.
I haven't been feeding you guys on the weekly, and so now I've created this new show that is going to be full of recapped topics, episodes, segments, and each episode will drop
Back
Friday.
to me real quick. Just back to me real quick.
And this is the extent of my excitement tonight. Because
Why am
ladies
I
and gentlemen,
destined
we have
to
one of those
remain
streams
in
where
obscurity
I'm going to go off.
when the product is slightly better than that? But instead, we get Mr. 250,000 subscriber Ramos
Usually happens early on in the
sitting
week.
down.
And so now we'll be doing like a weekly recap show. And
Boring
each of these episodes will be dropping Friday mornings. And so I just want to be able to feed you guys. But you guys can also still expect to see.
I mean, if this was my channel, I'd quit. I'd quit. My channel looks better. Look at this channel. This channel's like really cool looking. Wouldn't you say that? If you didn't know, you'd be like, that channel's this? This channel's cool. And you go over to the Ramos channel and go, what the fuck is this shit? It's not even lit right. Who is this guy? He's in a closet. What's this closet show? Is it the closet show? And then you get to me, and it's not fair. I'm going to go cry in a few minutes. The stream's almost over. Honestly, I'm just going to quit. One day it's just going to be, I guess so. I mean, I don't know, Flo. But it's funny, right? Listen, I understand why we are niche, because I savage like the audience every other show and say, you don't know what you're talking about if you think this movie's good. But still, it's somewhat entertaining. I feel like I at least give you some information and fair, objective takes on things. And I try to entertain. I put a song on and I, show off my abs. Well, not tonight. Well, I can, but I wear the kits, which I love. I don't leave them like hanging up. I put them on. And I don't get anything. It's just amounted to nothing. And I say to myself, why are you doing this shit? Oh, God almighty. Oh. But somehow I just will go on. I feel like I should cue Celine Dion. My heart will go on. I actually liked that song. I might have sort of cried when I saw it first in Titanic. But you know what? I think I will do that. I will probably do. This is so weird. I have the channel that I recorded earlier on in the background, and then if I want to, I can put this back on. Then I can put this. Do you see all the work? Look at the work. I spent like 30 seconds making this thumbnail. I had to look like I was puzzled. You don't understand. This is hard. You all just think I just show up and start talking. I mean, that's what happens, but at least pretend that it's not. God almighty. All right. Yeah. Well, of course, then on Sunday, The Green Show. You know that, Dieter. You know it's right here. Hold on. Where is it? I can change it in the middle of the show if I want to. I can make it Midnight Movie Money just like that. Or I can change it to orange. Or pink. I haven't even debuted that one yet. That's a sneak peek. Or look at this one. What? I call this MMT Vivid, like the former porn company. But this is what I refer to as Vivid Lilac. So you see that I try? I even made like a blue one for the Dodgers. But no, Matt Ramos has 250,000 more subscribers than me. And he doesn't even have any graphics. Maybe I should just get rid of all this and just sit here in a closet. Maybe that would be better. Turn off all the lights and sit here poorly lit and be like Matt Ramos and get 250,000 subscribers. Maybe that's what I should do. I should turn off all the lights. That's it. I'm turning off even more lights. I've got a lot of lights. Give me a second. There goes those lights. This is what we're going to do from now on because it's not working the other way. It's going to be a lights out stream. Just a little bit of mood lighting in the background. You're like, who is that guy? I don't know. But all of a sudden, he's got a lot of views because it's more interesting, apparently, than a bunch of shit on the screen that I spent 15 minutes making. But still, it's effort. It's effort. All right. Let's do the comment blast closeout. I've had enough tonight. It's 11 o'clock out here. I'm tired. The screeners in the background are cool decoration. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Right? I mean, can you see them? Look, now that let me step out of the way. Do you see that what we try here? I attempt to at least make it look good. These are all FYC screeners. They're all over the place. No one has a better background. No one has a cooler graphics setup, but yet we're destined forever to be insignificant because we're too truthful. We're too accurate and frankly too mean for a lot of you.
It's just mean that you called that 22-year-old critic not ready for prime time. That's not nice of you.
It's true, though, but it's still not nice. That's all that matters is being nice. Don't you know that? You have to understand everyone's feelings. You're hurting someone's feelings when you say those things. When we were kids hurt our feelings all the time. Kids were nasty to each other. Instead, like now people on the internet like my boy Zach, the random film nerd, talking shit about me when I piss all over that bitch 24 hours a day. It's not even a contest, Zach. Imagine talking shit to the man who posts more shirtless selfies than you have ever taken in your life. And I don't even post all of them. Because if you took your shirt off, Zach, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell what you are. What are you, man? You don't even look like a dude. I can't even tell. You have no shape. You're amorphous. Is that the right word? I think it is. That's why I have to listen to the Zacks of the world. Oh, look at you. Oh, hiding behind an avatar because you're so insignificant in life. You don't even have the guts to show me who you are because you're embarrassed of that. Imagine that. I can always show the abs. I mean, we can quickly, is it we at an hour yet? We got 10 minutes. I'll do a quick MMT Gets Freaky because why not? The Aurora Borealis version. Hold on, let me get back over to Twitter. I'm done talking about Ramos. I'm done talking about everything. My life has gone to hell, and you all are to blame for it. Because this channel is nothing more than the Riddler channel from the Batman. And even though I joke about it, it hurts. I say that at night I sleep well. It's not true. I have woken up many a night in a cold sweat thinking about Matt Ramos and Grace Randolph having 100,000 times the subscribers that we do. That stings. Do you understand how that feels? You don't. You don't know what it's like to have Grace Randolph at 1 million subscribers. And Chris Stuckman at 2 million. And we're stuck at 2,900. You don't know what that's like. Just like Zach doesn't know what it's like to post a real picture of himself. It's the same thing. He doesn't know. You don't know what it's like to every night cry yourself to sleep because you have a niche, tiny channel that no one cares about. Not even your mom, who occasionally will call and say, you went too hard last night. That was too far. And I say, you're right, but I just don't care. Because we're the Riddler channel from the Batman. Here's a UFO from Denver. Let's watch that. Here it is. Hold on. I got it. Give me a second. I got the wrong graphic. I'm doing it all myself tonight. That's wrong. This is it.
I mean, this is pretty undisputable evidence.
Well, hold on. Here it is.
Second night in a row.
UFOs. See him? Hold on. He's going to zoom in. Here's the UFOs.
I mean, this is pretty undisputable
it's a triangle
evidence.
shape. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? Honestly, in the world, I really don't know. There's so much shit. We talked about how, the red and green lights and the whatever that is. Northern lights. All that shit's going on. Not her again. Are we still doing this? We're not still doing this. I will not still do this shit. Even though this is funny because it's true. The 2010s were like that. You will do what we say. You must say that this is you must agree that 100%. Okay, let's see. What's this guy saying? This guy says he nails everything.
We just don't say it out loud because saying it makes you sound insane. But here's the thing. Reality is actually getting weirder, and pretending it's not is what's insane.
Well, yeah, of course. We've talked about that. That's why we have MMT Gets Freaky. I don't need to hear that. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's search. Hold on. Let's see if there was an earthquake down in the Drake Passage. Remember we talked about that? The Drake Passage is where the giant dragon is. So Drake Passage is supposed to be Sir Francis Drake, but really it's Drake, Draco, Dragon. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if there's been an earthquake there recently. There's been a lot because, of course, he's coming back to life. Give me 1 second. Let's find it. Where's the Drake Passage? Oh, by the way, okay, this is great. We can do this real quick. So there's this theory that we're about ready to undergo a pole shift. So a pole shift would be if we are on a globe, which I don't know for sure if we are. Honestly, I don't. I know they tell us that. I'm just saying I can't guarantee you that we're on a globe. I can't promise you that. You can't either, so don't tell me you can. You've been told things, you've seen pictures, you don't know. But the theory is if we're on a globe, that the pole's going to shift and then everything's going to move like you're in Dodgem. Right? Bumper cars. Shit's going to go flying and continents are going to go in different places. And then water's going to submerge certain areas and then, come off of other areas. Like it'll just unearth lands that were flooded before. So that's ECDO is what they call it. It's called endothermic uncoupling, something like that. Basically, the crust of the earth comes off and then all kinds of hell happens. If it comes off, we're fucked, all of us. Okay, that's what that is. Just so you know, if you've never heard of ECDO, it's basically end of the world shit. Okay, so just quickly, I'm going to look for the dragon. I don't see, it looks like we haven't had any Drake Passage, right? Didn't I say that? I said Drake Passage. Why the fuck is nothing coming out of the Drake Passage? Hold on. No. Okay, there it is. Look. So look, there's the head. Hold on, I'll show you guys real quick. If you've never seen this, just quick, then we're out of here. By the way, Drake Passage is like the most violent area to go through because the seas are so rough. Well, because there's a dragon underneath. Here's dinner on the Drake Passage. See this? Look at this. Look at him going up and down. Because think about it. If the dragon underneath is coming back to life, then this would explain why there's waves. If you actually think about that right for a second, we've been told it's the tidal waves. I'm just saying, think for a second. Think about that. If something's moving underwater, that would cause waves, right? Have you ever been in a pool and you go make a wave, you go under and you make the wave? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, look, real quickly, I'll do it real quick, and then we're going out of here. Here it is. This is Google Earth. I'll show you guys the dragon, just so you guys know. Just so you know what we're talking about. It's still there. Yeah, looky. It's right in front of you. So spin, and then we're getting out of here. This is a weird stream. What is what it is. South America, down Argentina, Antarctica. You can see it here. There's the head. Look, you can't miss it when I turn it. So here's the head from the side. When I turn it, you're going to see what's very clearly a snake/dragon head right there. It's right in front of you. It's right there. You can't not. Damn it! You can't see if I don't have the right tab. It's right there in front of you. You see it? The eye's right here. That's the eye. Eyes here. Nostrils here. Mouth is here. Active volcanoes across the nostril. Right there. Okay. This on the bottom of the seabed is all air being blown out. So by definition, if this is air, this thing's still alive. Just telling you. I'm just telling you, dudes. I'm just saying you can't tell me you don't see it. You can't. You'd be lying if you tell me you can't see what I'm showing you. You're like, it's Godzilla. It's 100% Godzilla. Alex, your thoughts on the Antarctic wall? Look at the journey of Admiral Byrd. Yes, exactly, right? He said there's all this stuff. Listen, here's the deal. I think that we live, and I'm going to leave it at this, in the dark here on this Thursday night. I believe, and I've said this before many times, it's not a surprise. I believe that we live in the village, okay? If you've not seen The Village, watch it. But I don't want to ruin the movie because I really want you to watch The Village. Because every time I say this, it's hard to... When you watch The Village, you're led to believe X, and then you realize why. That is what's going to happen. When we find out what we are actually on, where we actually are, I'm not going to be surprised. I will be like, I knew it. We were in the village. I knew it. That's what I'm going to say. I will be, hopefully, in heaven. But I assume I'm not, even though I say some nasty things, I'm a good person. I know that. I really do. I know at the end of the day that I'm a good person. I don't need to prove it. I know it in my heart. So here's the truth. When I'm up there and they say, because that's what's going to happen, right? We all know that. When we get to that next level, they're going to say, let's answer some questions for you. And I'm going to be like, can I just ask you a question? Did we live in the village? And they'll be like, yeah. How did you know? What the fuck? I knew they were telling us, and also I just figured it out. Because it doesn't make sense. Because, listen, all the pieces put together, if this is a dragon, at this size, if this thing is bigger than Godzilla, then we cannot live on something that is the size of what we've been told. It doesn't make sense. Where we live cannot hold that creature. So do you see how everything gets destroyed when you accept one thing? That's what I'm saying. The Village is a great film. 13th Floor, all that shit. Yes, Village is great, but think about this. All this stuff, right? There's also Another Earth, I think is another one, right? Where she sees another world. I've shown you guys that planet that's out there that they're not talking about. It's right in front of you, dudes. I've shown it. I don't need to show it again. It's in the sky. I'm 100% certain. It's not, you can't see it. It's there. It's there. But as I close here tonight, and it's been because it's 1 hour. I'm done. I'm freaking hungry. I literally had to sit through 2 hours and 15 minutes. I haven't eaten anything. I'm going to eat an egg. I like eating egg. Maybe some tuna, protein before I go to bed. Feed the muscles, off to sleep. But here's the thing. If we live in the village, just remember that. When you go to the next level, please just come, find me, knock on doors. Where's Weber? Where is that guy? You were right. I know. I told you guys. Why didn't you listen to me? You, the Riddler from the Batman, the channel. You guys were watching and you knew. You were there. I told you. This makes me, by the way, more dangerous than anything that Tucker Carlson's ever said. Seriously. He's never said that. But I don't care. Because what are we talking about? They show us in the movies. They show it right in front of you. And you're expected, like, these are all stories. Not all of them are stories. They're not all stories. They're all based on fact. I believe that 100%. We're back on Sunday. Thanks for being here. And I appreciate your patronage here for the Riddler's channel on the Batman. Don't go see, listen, honestly, go see Running Man if you want to say to yourself, this is bad. And see a film that is over-directed, overproduced, laughably written, terrible dialogue. Emilia Jones, holy shit, what are you doing? Lee Pace, laughable. Everyone in this film comes off really bad. This is a project that people will not want to discuss years down the road. Glenn Powell will be like, I wasn't Running Man. Were you talking about the 87 version? Because I didn't do a version. I didn't. No, I wasn't. Nope. Memory hole that shit. Memory hole it. Nope, didn't happen. Let's talk about Top Gun Maverick 2. Let's not talk about Running Man, okay? Yeah, that's what this film will be. We'll see you back here on Sunday. By the way, listen, big show Sunday night. Can I say this? Big show. I'm going to turn on just the backlights because it's just too dark. Big show Sunday. Let me just pimp it. Let me pimp it out. Let me pimp you the show. Here's the deal. So Sunday night, I believe I'm going to have maybe 5 evaluations. You guys ready for this? Number 1 evaluation will be one of my favorite films of the year. I have not talked about it yet. I'm going to save it for Sunday. It is No Other Choice. Okay? Also, I'm going to see Sentimental Value for Sunday. I'm going to try to see Keeper. A lot of you want me to see that. Hated the monkey. Did not love Long Legs, especially that third act. But I do like Gretel and Hansel, but it's going downhill. Let's hope Keeper's at least decent, but they didn't screen it for critics. A lot of you think it's not good. I will see that. And then also I'm going to try to see, is it Surat? That is the other small foreign film, international feature from Neon. So it's going to be a crazy Sunday. Lots of evaluations, lots of stuff, and be ready for that. I got to gear up because that's a lot of talk and breaking things down live because I don't record this shit. We do it live, and you just watched it live, and now it's over. Good night from LA. See you next time. Peace out.